In Konoha's history, one truth was always kept hidden. Kushina Uzumaki was the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. Only a few people knew this, and among them was Minato Namikaze. During their academy days, Minato and Kushina's first interactions were completely normal. Kushina was loud, emotional, and sometimes out of control. Minato was calm, observant, and more than anything else, deeply understanding of people. As time passed, the two grew closer, but Minato noticed something that others ignored: Kushina's loneliness. People kept their distance from Kushina without knowing why. There was instability in her chakra, sudden exhaustion, and sometimes pain so intense that she suffered in silence. Minato realized this wasn't normal. Slowly, he began to grasp the truth. Kushina was a container, not a weapon, but she could be turned into one. And that's when a dangerous thought took root in Minato's mind. If, in the future, the village saw Kushina only as the Nine Tails, if the decisions of her life were no longer in her own hands, then what would happen? This fear pushed Minato onto a forbidden path. When Minato was only 12 years old, he secretly began studying sealing techniques. This wasn't simple curiosity, it was an obsession. He searched for ancient scrolls, read the records of the Uzumaki clan, and focused on a technique that was almost like a myth: the Biju transfer jutsu. The meaning of this jutsu was simple, but the risk was unimaginable. To extract the Nine Tails from a living host and seal it into another without killing the host. No one had ever attempted this, and if it failed, Kushina could die. Minato told Kushina the truth. He didn't force her. He asked only one question: "Do you want to choose your own life?" Kushina said yes, without hesitation. In the darkness of the night, without telling anyone, Minato activated the jutsu. The sealing array spread across the entire area. Kurama resisted, unleashing chakra blasts in rage, but Minato was prepared. Every layer was carefully calculated. And then, silence. Kurama had been extracted from Kushina, and in the very next moment, he was sealed inside Minato. Kushina was alive, weak but alive. And the most shocking part, her chakra flow had become normal. For the first time, she felt like her body truly belonged to her. Minato? His life had completely changed. Kurama was furious at first. He tried to crush Minato, mentally and on a chakra level. But Minato never tried to dominate him. He didn't fight. He talked. Over time, Kurama began to notice something. Minato didn't treat him like a slave. He was learning control through cooperation, not through forced submission. And that's where an impossible bond began to form. Years later, the Third Great Ninja War arrived. The world saw only one thing: the Yellow Flash, a shinobi who appeared on the battlefield and wiped out enemies in the blink of an eye. No one knew there was another reason behind that speed: the Nine Tails chakra, perfectly balanced, never out of control. Jiraiya noticed. He could feel that Minato was different, but Minato never revealed the truth. The war was won. Minato became the fourth Hokage, and then Kushina became pregnant. Everything seemed perfect, until the masked man attacked on the day of the delivery.
Tobi's plan was simple: extract the Nine Tails from Kushina, create chaos, and escape. But when he activated the seal, nothing happened. The seal didn't respond at all. Confusion, panic. Then Minato stepped forward and calmly said, "You're looking in the wrong place." Minato released Kurama's chakra himself. In that moment, Tobi understood the Nine Tails was inside Minato. The fight was completely one-sided. Controlled Nine Tails power combined with flying Raijin was pure disaster. Tobi couldn't escape. His mask shattered. Obito Uchiha was exposed in front of everyone, and this time he couldn't run. Capturing Obito wasn't just a victory, it was defusing a ticking bomb. Normally, Obito would have escaped, disappeared into the shadows, and manipulated the world for decades. But in this timeline, Minato erased that possibility entirely. Obito was placed in a high-security rehabilitation facility. No torture, no interrogation, only observation. Minato understood that Obito became a villain later. He wasn't born one. A few days later, Kakashi was allowed to meet him. And that's where another chain reaction began. Obito told Kakashi that Madara was never truly dead. He mentioned the name Black Zetsu, an entity that had been pushing events from behind the scenes throughout history. Kakashi was shocked by everything he heard, but Minato didn't take this information lightly. Konoha's intelligence division had already noticed strange movements. The moment Zetsu's name surfaced, the puzzle pieces clicked into place. The result? Obito was placed under constant surveillance. No escape, no manipulation.
As soon as Danzo found out that Obito was alive and talking, he tried a classic Danzo move: silence the problem. An assassination order. But this time, Minato was the Hokage. Danzo was exposed in a public court. Root secrets, illegal experiments, unauthorized decisions, everything was brought into the open. Hiruzen supported Minato. Danzo was not executed. He was imprisoned. And the biggest consequence of this single decision was this. The Uchiha clan was completely cleared of suspicion. Surveillance was removed. Distrust ended. The Uchiha massacre never happened. Itachi stayed with his parents. Sasuke grew up without trauma, and Konoha's most dangerous internal fracture healed. In this timeline, Naruto never became an orphan. Minato kept Kurama sealed inside himself. Kushina lived like a normal shinobi. Naruto was a loud, energetic kid, but not lonely. The village didn't look at him with fear because the Nine-Tails was somewhere else. This one change balanced Naruto's personality. He wasn't desperate for attention. He grew naturally. Meanwhile, Minato continued living with Kurama, and by now Kurama cooperated willingly, without force. Akatsuki's original plan was simple: hunt the Jinchuriki one by one. The problem? The Nine-Tails couldn't be traced at all. Pain changed his strategy. The focus shifted to the other Jinchuriki, but this is where Minato interfered. He personally led rescue missions. Yugito was pulled out of Akatsuki's grasp. Killer Bee escaped an ambush. Multiple Akatsuki teams were completely wiped out. The result? Akatsuki's confidence began to collapse. Nagato realized something crucial. Minato wasn't just the Hokage, he was the single biggest obstacle. Minato then made a shocking decision. He temporarily stepped down from the position of Hokage. Hiruzen resumed leadership, and Minato went underground with only one goal: to destroy Akatsuki at its root. During this phase, Minato clashed directly with Konan. Konan barely escaped, suffering heavy losses. Minato reached Nagato. This fight wasn't public. No village was destroyed. No innocent lives were lost. Minato defeated Pain directly, without involving Konoha. Nagato survived, and this is where the most dangerous truth was finally confirmed. Black Zetsu was the real mastermind. Akatsuki's entire structure collapsed. Obito confirmed it. Madara's revival plan did exist. Minato began preparing counter-sealing measures. Black Zetsu panicked and attempted an early revival. But there was a problem. No 10 tails, no complete setup. Madara was revived in an imperfect form. The Fourth Great Ninja War began prematurely, led by Kabuto, but this time the allied shinobi forces were ready. Minato coordinated the battlefield, flying Raijin across entire armies. Kurama willingly supplied chakra. Madara fought, but without access to the 10 tails, he wasn't unstoppable. In open combat, Minato sealed Madara away. Black Zetsu retreated and was captured. With Black Zetsu's capture, one final truth became clear. Kaguya's revival was impossible. The war ended within a single day. Almost all the Jinchuriki survived. The world endured. Minato returned as Hokage. Kurama remained sealed willingly. Naruto began normal shinobi training. Sasuke and Itachi both remained active shinobi. Kushina oversaw chakra research programs. Jiraiya continued intelligence missions. Tsunade stepped in to support leadership. Orochimaru simply lurked in the shadows, harmless. In this timeline, Minato broke one rule. He didn't steal power. He accepted responsibility. And that single decision, instead of breaking the Naruto world, fixed it.